Hi, thanks for watching. Previously, when I've showed what I call fake planes, this is what I'll show you, and you can see quite clearly that there's actually not a real plane in front of that trail. Right, then the next thing I'll do is I'll get a snapshot and I'll take a look at it through this software, and then I'll show, using the software, that there's actually no airplane at the front of the trail. Right, okay, well, this video will be a wee bit different. In this video we'll be looking at some famous fake planes. I say some because, right, how many second planes was there that day? One, right? Nah. You'll change your mind by the time you watch this video. Right, and I'll be talking about shape-shifting and cloaking devices and missiles and, well, be a bit different. Nothing's ever off the table with me, right? I'm open to any suggestions, and I'll show you why. Right, now, as for cloaking devices, now this clip originally captured this, and I think it was 2016. That's when I bought this camera, because I bought the P900 the year later. Right, so this is, I'm just pointing the camera above the sky, close to Glasgow Airport, Paisley area, and I'll show you what I watched. Now, I wasn't looking at anything in particular, I was just watching the sky. Right, and then I saw like that white object, so I looked at that a bit closer with the camera software, so it would have been the Sony software. I'll show you what I found. Right, so this is the white shape, and it looked like a fake cloud kind of thing, right? But when I put it through the software, and this is what I seen inside it. So when I mention cloaking devices, this is the kind of technology that I'm talking about. Right, then unbelievably, with the same camera, later the same day, I captured this. Now, again, I'm just pointing my camera at the sky and to my left hand side. Now, the flight path for Glasgow Airport, I'm facing south with the camera here, and the flight path goes from east to west, so it goes from my left to my right. So, just at the corner of my eye, this plane literally appeared from nowhere, and I just managed to capture it as it just passed this aerial. Right, okay, so this is the shape shifting. And when I talk about shape shifting, this is what I have in mind, because I've seen it happening. Right, so here's the plane, and this is in real time, and bang, it just vanished. So again, I had a closer look, And we're away. And it just, that's it in slow motion. That's the same clip. I'll try and get it for here. This is the same clip. And I've just slowed it down, frame by frame. But I never seen this with the naked eye. I just seen it kind of changing shape, then disappearing. So this is shape-shifting technology, and when it disappeared, where'd it go? Right. So let's go back to the famous second plane. Oh, that's a wee bit of shape-shifting for you. Right. Right, so there are several clips here, all short clips, each followed by a close-up of the plane in question. Right. Okay, so when it's slowed down, they don't look the same. In fact, none of them do. Right. Now check the colour of that as well. And the type of plane it is. I don't know bugger all about them, but that looks like dark. Probably people would consider it military colours. And as you see there, it actually right into the building. It's in the building right now, and there's nothing happened. And it continues, and then we see some kind of explosion. Right. So there was no impact point. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to make it point out here, right? Again, that just disappeared into the building. There was no impact point. No explosion as it hit the building. And again, you'll see it don't look like an airplane. And again, it just disappears into the building. And we don't see an impact point here because of the angle. So we don't know what happened. But we'll look at the plane itself a bit later. Because planes don't change shape because they slow down. That's not how it works. So I've no idea how these different people have captured what I consider a different plane. There's another one. And again, you see its shape changing as it's going slow. And as it hits the building, it just disappears. No impact explosion. And that's a different plane again. So I've took a few snapshots for this. Right. Again, we don't see the impact point. But we do see the plane changing shape as it's going slower. I don't think that's anything to do with the camera. I don't know how it works. show you that again. Whoops. Right. Yep. Bye. Again, the plane disappears into the building without any impact explosion. Again, same thing. So how do some people see an explosion or an impact, and others, apparently, watching the same thing, pointing a camera at the same thing, yet they see something different? I don't know how that works. Right. So, there again. Did you see the wee spot there? Just at the front of the plane. Just before impact. There. So was that a guided missile? I don't think I've got a snapshot of that. Well, I hope now. Right. So I'll let you look at the close-ups now. Right. And you'll see there's different planes. That doesn't look like a plane. It's got a wing missing. And this one changes shape a couple of times. There you go, right into the building, nothing happened. The wings are in the building. Well, the port wing is. So this is, you know what it reminds me of? You know, like, the 6 people witness a traffic accident and they don't talk to each other and you interview each of them separately. They'll probably no agree on the colour of the car or the make and model of the car, yet they all seen the same accident. That's what this reminds me of. And how could that be possible? That would only be possible if somebody had control over space and time, and that sounds pretty frightening. But think about it. How can, like, 9, 10 different people, in fact there was 18 on the clip, so how can 18 different people film the same accident and see different things? I don't know how that works. I don't think that's an airplane. And that looks like, as I was saying about cloaking devices, so is this bit here, is this a missile? And the rest of it, and it's actually been cloaked to look like a plane? I don't know. And this shape-shifting plane. You know, I've done slow down the footage. I've never added nothing, took nothing away. It's just slowed down footage. And airplanes don't change shape when they go slow. I know, I live near an airport. And this is green and red in the centre, the fuselage. So, where's the tail? Right, time for a closer look. First of all, here's a slideshow of some of these airplanes. So, I don't think they look like airplanes. They don't look like a solid plane to me. And that, as I said, the port engine is, the wing and engine is inside the building. Right. Yeah, nothing happened. Right. What's that? Right, here's this other one. I don't know what that is. Right, the wings are missing. Right, this looks like one of these KLM planes. Right, that looks a bit weird. Right, that's the same plane. And I think that's just a second later in shadow. Why, that's darker, obviously. And that's a couple of seconds later. And I don't know what the hell that is. Or that. So if anybody's got any video with airplanes changing shape when they slow down, please send me a link. Because it's not a thing I've seen before. So what is that? Nah, that's not an airplane. That's definitely looks more like a missile. And so does that. So this stuff here, is this like, I don't know, is it cloaking or some kind of hologram? So why didn't they all see the same hologram? What's that? So what's this? This is different again. That's the back end of that plane. Right, so let's put them through some software now. Right, before we look at anything questionable, I'd like to see some real planes. Right. Oh, there we go. Right, and you'll see that it looks like a plane, no matter what size you make it. Right. And maybe settings. Just raising it up so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so that's the picture as you see it. And we'll look at it through the height map. And it looks a wee bit distorted, but it still looks pretty much like an airplane. Right. And put it through the edge detection as well, and it also shows it like an airplane. There's lots of other stuff in the sky, but there always is. Right, so we'll look at another one. Right, there's three. finger them. Right. Doesn't matter, it's upside down, sideways, makes no difference. Because you'll still see that you'll see where right. Right, there's your airplanes, right? And they still look like airplanes. Right. Another one. Oh, this one. Right. So. Right, so there's the plane. But watch what happens here. What you see a lot of these things, there's, it's as if they've all got their own wee bubble that they're sitting in. Even the airplane. It still looks like an airplane. Right. Okay. Like I say, this software picks up a lot of stuff. Check this out. What's that? What's that all about? And like I say, the planes still look like planes. What's that? And that's what I'm saying about a wee bubble. A lot of them look as if they're in a bubble. This thing's not. I don't know what the hell that is. Right, enough of that. Right, let's go on with it, shall we? Start with this. Right. So, would you buy a ticket to go on that? I mean, seriously, that's going airplane. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Let's see what the edge detection shows. Same thing, it has no edge because it has no substance. There's nothing there. How does that work? Right. Check this one out. Oh, what's going on here? The one. I'll show you around. See if we can get out of this. Same again, the same thing, there's no height. Nothing. Right. Let's try this. Right. So what kind of airplanes are then? Yeah. Look at that. So, it don't have any height. Like a hole in the sky. Right. And the edge detection, the same thing, there's no edge getting detected anywhere. Right. It's nice. What else we got? What's this? Right. Aye, that's the thing I was saying. Is that like a missile? Something, a glitch in the matrix? I don't know. Something's went wrong. And they should all be covered. Maybe it should be cloaked, or as Kathy suggested earlier tonight in Telegram, when I showed her a couple of these images, she was saying, could it have been the missiles with like a hologram? And that's a possibility. Again, you can see there's nothing there. So, I don't know. I just think it's a bit weird that all these different people seem to have filmed different airplanes at the same time. And I don't understand that. Right. Again, there's no height. And I'll be the same with the edge detection. There's no edge because there's actually nothing there. Well, nothing solid anyway. Well, if anybody feels like debunking this video, I'll put a link to the source video for this footage, and you can knock yourself out. Right. I just think that's mental. Well, thanks for watching. Please comment.